January 1959. The Ural Mountains, Russia. The air was crisp and the snow blanketed the ground, creating a serene yet challenging environment. The Ural Mountains stood tall and imposing, a silent witness to the events that were about to unfold. A group of 9 hikers prepared for an adventure. They were filled with excitement and anticipation, their hearts beating in unison with the rhythm of the wilderness. Each member of the group brought their own unique skills and strengths, making them a formidable team. They were students and graduates from the Ural Polytechnic Institute. Their bond was forged through years of study and shared experiences, and this expedition was a testament to their friendship and determination. They had trained for this moment and their spirits were high. Their destination was Mount Otorten, a peak in the northern Urals. The mountain, with its majestic peaks and treacherous paths, was both a challenge and a dream for the hikers. It represented the ultimate test of their endurance and skill. The group was excited, their backpacks filled with dreams and supplies. Each item they packed was carefully chosen, from the warm clothes to the essential equipment, all meant to ensure their survival and success in the harsh conditions. Led by Igor Dyatlov, they were ready to conquer the snowy wilderness. Igor, a seasoned hiker and a natural leader, inspired confidence in his team. His determination and meticulous planning were the backbone of the expedition. Their journey promised challenge and camaraderie. The rugged terrain tested their limits, but it also brought them closer together. Every step they took was a testament to their resilience and teamwork. They were unaware of the dark turn it would soon take. The wilderness, beautiful yet unforgiving, held secrets that would soon unravel. The hikers, oblivious to the impending danger, continued their journey with unwavering spirits. This was the start of the Dyatlov Pass incident, an event shrouded in mystery. What began as a quest for adventure would soon become a tale of intrigue and tragedy, leaving behind questions that remain unanswered to this day. The Dyatlov Pass incident is a story of human spirit, the unpredictability of nature, and the mysteries that lie within the heart of the wilderness. The group, 7 men and 2 women, were experienced hikers. Each of them had spent countless hours navigating through rugged terrains, braving harsh weather conditions, and honing their survival skills. They were not just casual adventurers, they were seasoned explorers who had a deep passion for the wilderness. They knew the terrain and possessed essential skills. From reading topographic maps to understanding the nuances of weather patterns, their knowledge was extensive. They had trained rigorously for this expedition, ensuring that every member was well versed in the art of survival.
I am Igor Dyatlov, the group's leader. My passion for exploration and my dedication to my team drive me to ensure that we are always prepared for any challenge. I am a skilled skier and a natural leader. My experience in leading expeditions has taught me the importance of teamwork and resilience. I believe in pushing boundaries and exploring the unknown.
I am Zinaida Kolmogorova, a strong and determined woman. My love for the outdoors and my unwavering spirit have always been my guiding forces. I am known for my resilience. No matter how tough the journey gets, I always find a way to push through and support my team.
Yuri Krivonishenko, a radio engineer, carried the responsibility of communication. His expertise ensured that the group could stay connected with the outside world, even in the most remote locations. Each member brought unique skills and knowledge to the group. From medical expertise to mechanical know-how, their diverse backgrounds made them a well-rounded team. They had doctors, engineers, and survival experts among them, each contributing to the group's overall strength. Their combined experience made them a formidable team. They had faced numerous challenges in the past and had always emerged stronger. Their camaraderie and mutual respect were the pillars of their strength. They were prepared for the challenges of the wilderness, or so they thought. Despite their extensive preparation and experience, the wilderness is unpredictable. They knew that nature could be both beautiful and unforgiving, but they were ready to face whatever came their way. Their journey was not just about reaching a destination, it was about testing their limits and discovering the true essence of adventure. The journey began with high spirits. The group traveled by train and truck, documenting their progress. They laughed, sang, and shared stories. Their camaraderie was evident in their journal entries and photographs. They faced the elements head-on, undeterred by the freezing temperatures. Days turned into nights as they ventured deeper into the wilderness.
We finally reached the foot of Kolatsiakl. Our faces are flushed with excitement and anticipation.
The hikers meticulously documented their journey. They took photographs, kept diaries, and drew sketches. These records provide a glimpse into their experiences. Their entries reveal a sense of adventure and wonder.
We wrote about the beauty of the snow-covered landscape and the challenges we faced.
Their words painted a picture of a group deeply connected to nature and each other. Little did they know that these records would become crucial pieces in a puzzle no one could solve. Section 5, reaching the mountain pass. The final stage of their journey was the most challenging. They faced harsh weather conditions and difficult terrain, yet their spirits remained high. They established a base camp on the slopes of Kolatsiakl, a mountain known to the indigenous Mansi people as Dead Mountain. For reasons unknown, they left most of their equipment and supplies at this camp. They then ventured further up the mountain, carrying only essential gear. This decision would later baffle investigators. Section 6, overdue and missing. The hikers were expected back on February 12th. When they didn't return, concern grew. Days turned into weeks.
Family and friends clung to hope. But fear began to set in. A search party was organized. They ventured into the wilderness, retracing the hikers' steps. The fate of the 9 hikers remained a mystery. The search party was determined to find answers, to understand what had happened on that fateful expedition.
Section 7. A desperate search begins. The search party consisted of experienced rescuers and volunteers. They scoured the mountain, braving the unforgiving conditions. Days later, they stumbled upon a chilling discovery: the hikers' abandoned tent.
It was partially collapsed, ripped open from the inside. The discovery sent shivers down their spines. What had caused the hikers to flee their tent in such a desperate manner?
Section 8. The abandoned tent and eerie findings. Inside the tent, the search party found the hikers' belongings scattered about. Their boots, food, and equipment were left behind. This suggested a sudden and chaotic departure.
Stranger still, some of the hikers' footprints led away from the tent, barefoot in the snow. Why would they abandon their shelter, their only protection against the elements, without proper clothing? The evidence was baffling, raising more questions than answers.
Section 9. Unanswered questions and enduring mystery. The Dyatlov Pass incident remains one of the most perplexing unsolved mysteries of the 20th century. In 1959, 9 experienced hikers set out on an expedition in the Ural Mountains of Soviet Russia, only to meet a tragic and mysterious end. Their bodies were discovered in various states of undress and with inexplicable injuries, sparking a myriad of theories and speculations. Theories abound, ranging from avalanches and hypothermia to encounters with wild animals and even military testing. Some suggest that the hikers were caught in an avalanche, forcing them to flee their tents in a state of panic. Others believe they succumbed to hypothermia, leading to paradoxical undressing, a phenomenon where victims remove their clothes due to a false sensation of overheating. However, none of these theories fully explain the strange circumstances of the hikers' deaths. Some of the bodies had severe internal injuries akin to those caused by a car crash, yet there were no external wounds. This has led to speculation about secret military tests, possibly involving weapons that could cause such trauma without leaving visible marks. The official investigation concluded that a compelling natural force caused their deaths. This vague and unsatisfactory explanation has only fueled further speculation. What kind of natural force could cause such a range of injuries and behaviors? The lack of concrete answers has left room for countless theories, each more intriguing than the last. This vague explanation only fueled speculation and intrigue. Some have even suggested extraterrestrial involvement, pointing to strange lights seen in the sky around the time of the incident. Others propose that the hikers encountered a yeti or some other unknown creature, driven to madness and violence by the harsh conditions. The mystery of what happened on that desolate mountain pass continues to captivate and haunt us to this day. Despite numerous investigations, documentaries, and books, the Dyatlov Pass incident remains an enigma. It serves as a chilling reminder of the power and unpredictability of nature and the enduring allure of the unknown. As we continue to search for answers, the story of the Dyatlov Pass will undoubtedly continue to fascinate and mystify future generations. The Ural Mountains, February 1959. A group of 10 experienced hikers, led by Igor Dyatlov, embarked on a challenging adventure. Their goal to conquer the slopes of Otorten, a mountain steeped in local legend.
Full of youthful energy and ambition, we ventured into the wilderness, carrying our dreams, our camaraderie, and a thirst for the unknown.
They would never know the chilling fate that awaited them. The mountain held its breath, a silent observer to their fleeting presence. Days turned into weeks, and the hikers' families grew increasingly concerned. The expected date of their return came and went, with no word from the group. A sense of dread began to settle in, replacing the initial hope of a safe return. A rescue team was assembled, their hearts heavy with a growing premonition. They set out into the frozen wilderness, their every step a prayer for the safety of the missing hikers. The mountain, however, remained tight-lipped, its secrets buried deep beneath the snow. As the rescue team ventured deeper into the mountains, the first sign of the tragedy emerged. The hikers' abandoned tent, ripped open from the inside, lay half buried in the snow. A scene of chaos greeted the rescuers, belongings scattered around, boots left behind, and an eerie silence hanging in the air. The tent, their only sanctuary against the biting cold, bore witness to a desperate escape. What had driven the hikers to flee their shelter into the deadly embrace of the freezing night? The discovery of the abandoned campsite sent chills down the spines of the rescue team. The sight was unsettling, a jigsaw puzzle with missing pieces. Why would experienced hikers abandon their shelter in the dead of night in the heart of a harsh winter?
Driven by a mix of fear and hope, the search intensified. Every footprint in the snow was scrutinized, every gust of wind a whisper of a possible clue.
The mountain, however, remained an unyielding custodian of its secrets. Days turned into weeks, and the search continued. Then, a breakthrough. 2 bodies, partially dressed and without shoes, were found lying under a cedar tree nearly a mile from the tent. The sight was horrifying, the men's postures suggesting a desperate attempt to shield themselves from an unseen force. Their faces, frozen in a silent scream, spoke volumes of their final moments. What terror had gripped them in their last moments? As the rescuers dug deeper into the snow, the grim reality of the situation became horrifyingly clear. More bodies were discovered, scattered across the slope, each bearing strange and unexplained injuries. Some were missing clothing, while others had internal injuries that defied explanation. The once vibrant group of friends now lay lifeless, their dreams and aspirations buried under the cold, unforgiving snow. The mountain, it seemed, had claimed them as its own. The mystery deepened with every body recovered. Each gruesome discovery added a new layer of complexity to the puzzle. The official investigation, hampered by the limited technology of the time, struggled to provide a satisfactory explanation for the tragedy.
Rumors and speculation began to fill the void, left by concrete answers. Some whispered of ancient curses and vengeful spirits, their voices echoing the legends of the indigenous Mansi people.
The Mansi believed that the mountains were sacred, the domain of powerful spirits. Had the hikers unknowingly trespassed on forbidden ground, invoking the wrath of these ancient guardians? Other theories, more grounded in reality but no less chilling, pointed towards a possible avalanche. The force of nature, they argued, could explain the hikers' desperate flight and the catastrophic injuries, but even this explanation seemed inadequate in the face of the bizarre details. The medical examinations revealed a series of baffling inconsistencies. Some of the victims had fractured skulls and broken ribs, injuries consistent with a forceful impact. However, these injuries lacked the usual external signs of bruising or open wounds. It was as if they had been subjected to an immense pressure from both outside and within.
Adding to the enigma, some of the victims' clothing was found to be radioactive. This perplexing detail fueled speculation of secret military experiments, whispers of Cold War paranoia seeping into the narrative.
Had the hikers stumbled upon a forbidden testing ground, becoming unwitting victims of a cover-up? Theories swirled like the biting wind across the Dyatlov Pass, yet none seemed to fully encompass the totality of the horrifying evidence. The mystery of the Dyatlov Pass incident, it seemed, was destined to remain unsolved. The avalanche theory, while seemingly plausible, failed to address certain critical aspects of the case. The terrain surrounding the tent, experts argued, was not conducive to an avalanche of the magnitude required to cause such devastating injuries. Furthermore, the hikers, experienced outdoorsmen that they were, would have been familiar with the warning signs and unlikely to set up camp in such a vulnerable location. Another natural phenomenon, infrasound, was also proposed as a possible explanation. Infrasound, a low-frequency sound wave undetectable to the human ear, can induce feelings of panic, disorientation, and even hallucinations. Could exposure to infrasound, perhaps generated by wind patterns through the mountain passes, have triggered a panicked flight from the tent? While intriguing, the infrasound theory failed to explain the physical injuries sustained by the hikers. The mystery of Dyatlov Pass remained an enigma, a puzzle box of unanswered questions answered. As the years passed, the Dyatlov Pass incident faded from public memory, relegated to the realm of campfire stories and internet forums. However, for those who had lost loved ones on that fateful expedition, the quest for answers never ceased. The official investigation may have concluded, but the questions lingered, fueled by the lack of a definitive explanation.
Some family members, unconvinced by the official findings, began their own independent investigations. They pored over the case files, scrutinized the photographs, and even returned to the Dyatlov Pass, seeking answers in the desolate landscape where their loved ones had met their end.
Their determination kept the memory of the Dyatlov group alive, ensuring that the mystery of their demise would not be forgotten. The mountain may have claimed their bodies, but their spirits lived on, carried by the wind across the frozen expanse. Section 7, Whispers of Conspiracy. The lack of a conclusive explanation fueled a plethora of conspiracy theories. Some whispered about Cold War espionage, claiming the hikers had stumbled upon a clandestine meeting between Soviet and American agents. Others, their imaginations running wild, spoke of UFO sightings and alien abductions, the remote location of the incident lending itself to such outlandish theories. Perhaps the most persistent theory, however, was that of a government cover-up. Proponents of this theory argued that the hikers had inadvertently witnessed a secret military test, and their deaths were orchestrated to silence them. The presence of radioactivity on some of the victims' clothing only served to strengthen these suspicions. While intriguing, these conspiracy theories often lacked concrete evidence. Nevertheless, they served as a testament to the enduring power of the unknown, the human need to find explanations, even in the face of the inexplicable. Section 8. The case reopened. In 2019, over 6 decades after the tragedy, the Russian government announced that it was reopening the investigation into the Dyatlov Pass incident. The news sent ripples of excitement through the online communities dedicated to unraveling the mystery. Could modern forensic techniques finally provide the answers that had eluded investigators for so long? The new investigation, however, focused solely on 3 possible natural explanations: an avalanche, a snow slab avalanche, or a hurricane. While acknowledging that some aspects of the case remained unexplained, the investigators concluded that one of these natural phenomena was the most likely cause of the tragedy. The announcement was met with mixed reactions. Some welcomed the closure, even if it came with the acceptance that some questions would forever remain unanswered. Others, however, felt that the limited scope of the investigation had failed to address the full complexity of the case, leaving them with a lingering sense of dissatisfaction. Section 9. Unanswered Questions. Despite the passage of time and the efforts of both amateur and professional investigators, the Dyatlov Pass incident remains one of the most enduring mysteries of the 20th century. The chilling details, the unexplained injuries, and the lack of a definitive explanation continue to captivate and intrigue, ensuring that the story of the Dyatlov group will continue to be told for generations to come. Perhaps the most haunting aspect of the case is the hikers' final moments. What terror had they faced in the darkness, driving them to flee their shelter into the deadly embrace of the frozen night? The answer, sadly, lies buried with them beneath the unforgiving snow of the Dyatlov Pass. The mystery of their demise serves as a stark reminder of the power of the unknown, the limitations of human understanding, and the enduring allure of unanswered questions. Section 10. Forever in the Ice. The legacy of the Dyatlov group extends beyond the mystery surrounding their deaths. They were, after all, a group of young people united by a shared love of adventure and a thirst for exploration. Their story, though tragic, speaks to the indomitable spirit of youth, the allure of the unknown, and the enduring power of human connection. The Dyatlov Pass incident serves as a cautionary tale, a reminder of the unforgiving nature of the wilderness and the importance of respecting its power. It also stands as a testament to the enduring strength of the human spirit, the unwavering pursuit of truth, and the importance of never forgetting those who have been lost. The mountain may have claimed their bodies, but their memory lives on, etched into the frozen landscape and carried by the wind across the desolate expanse. The mystery of the Dyatlov Pass incident may never be fully solved, but the story of the 9 hikers who perished there will continue to resonate, a haunting reminder of the fragility of life and the enduring power of the unknown.